What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the Minecraft Hub channel. So today we're going to be looking at 5 different survival mega bases that have been built by some smaller YouTubers that don't have as many views as, say, somebody on Hermitcraft, and we really just wanted to showcase these incredible builds that they've done because they are absolutely insane. I've never seen anything like some of these builds before. So if you guys like the video, be sure to leave a like down below, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. We're putting out a lot of different Minecraft content, so stick around. The first base we have today is by a YouTuber named XPIKYX. You can see it down in the corner there, and he built this pretty incredible water base, and the sheer scale of it is just absolutely insane. The block palette looks really nice with the surrounding water and everything. It's got a lot of white concrete and stained glass. It makes the build look very clean and very nice, and I really love the final product of this build, which we will see here in just a second. If you enjoy any of these builds, be sure to go and check out their channels. We put links in the description down below, and they definitely deserve a bigger audience for the incredible things that they are doing. This thing is absolutely massive. I really like the legs of the build. It's interesting. I've never seen something like that. Somebody just use kind of support beams in that way, but I like how the build goes straight into the ground. He's cleared out all the water there. It just looks super cool. I really like this design. He's of course got a beacon in the middle that probably helped him build a lot of this base, and the beacon really adds, you know, just kind of a different look to the base once, you know, it's turned on and actually going up through the entire middle and the top of the base. The arches in the center make it look like they're giving support to the rest of the base, and they just look very clean. And the spires on top really just, you know, kind of complete the look of the base in total. But next up, we actually have a YouTuber named Germsy Boy. So he has built a very incredible survival world. Today we're going to be showcasing his main castle, which you can see right in the background right there, because the scale of it is just absolutely massive, and we really love how he built all of this. But it doesn't really stop there. His world is absolutely massive. He's put so much time and effort into this world. I can't even imagine how many hours it must have taken just to do this castle alone, let alone everything else he's got going on in this world. It's a very clean, very detailed build. We'll actually go into this tower over here so you guys can see the detail he's actually put into the inside of some of the buildings he's put into the castle. He just likes to make everything very detailed, look very nice. I really like the block palette. It looks like a lot of sandstone and stone brick, which pairs very well. And then the inside, he's got wood. Over here he's got another castle type base, but this one he kind of abandoned, and he's mainly focusing on the other one right now. He's got a lot going on in this world, and just look at this. Very different design styles. This is kind of far away from that one, but he's got like a Japanese style build here, and it looks incredible. He's got cherry blossom trees. The landscaping that went into this build is very beautiful, honestly. It ties the whole build together, and he did a really good job doing all of that. He's also got a whole Greek and Roman section of his survival world, and he did a very good job with that. I'm not even sure what those pillars are made of, but I really like that design and how he did all that. He's also got this other castle, which he also hasn't been working on as much because he's got the new castle. But this one is a very cool design as well. Different block palette. It looks like, honestly, a lot of diorite, which is not a very used block. Next up, we have Tended Tadpole. So Tended Tadpole is actually on an Xbox survival world, which honestly makes it more impressive for me. I find it harder to play Minecraft on console. I have no idea why. So it makes it all the more impressive that he built this insanely big city, which is just absolutely massive, and there's nothing else to say about it. The sheer scale of all of these buildings is insane, and he's built so many of them. I think he said in his video that there is around 50 of these towers. So the time that it would take to actually do that is going to be a very long time. He's been working on this survival world for a lot of years at this point. You could see around the top there that he had like 4 beacons all made out of emeralds, so that kind of gives you a little bit more of an idea of how much time he's put into this world. Apart from the towers, he's also got kind of cool areas like this, which I think he called his prison. He's put a lot of detail and work into all these builds. He's used a lot of different block palettes for each of the different towers to give it a variety and make it a kind of different city as a whole. Next up, we have a very cool builder named Antler Boy, and we can see here this is the map of his island. This is right off spawn. This is the island that he got, and you can't really tell from this map, but it's actually a mushroom biome. Half the island is. And look at the impressiveness of this. So if you can't tell, he actually built all of these mountains that you can see along with what's on top of them, and it is absolutely huge. I did a tour of the world myself with the world download that he provided in his video, and it's just insane. I toured around before he actually built all this. I recreated the world, and it was just a flat island. He did all these mountains, which you can now see here. There's the mushroom island underneath it, and he's built all these mountains right above it. I think that is incredible, and I'm just super impressed with the amount of time and effort that he's put into doing this. This is definitely not your average survival world. This would take so long to make, probably thousands of hours, and also once we get down into it, there's a lot of detail in all this, which just makes it all the more impressive. And he's even gone ahead, and if we look up here, he's built a artificial lake, which even has a small ravine in it, which it's kind of a smaller part of this build, but I just find very impressive in itself. Next up, we have another builder named Random Walter. This guy's builds are absolutely insane, and he's been focusing on, he kind of said that the towers around it are a influence from Vesco and Mumbo Jumbo's Hermitcraft Season 7 base. They look insanely cool. They're very big, round towers, and he also just built this entire solar system all through these towers and an Emerald City as well. The entire setup for the Emerald City was insanely cool to watch. He built a huge sugarcane farm and did trades with villagers, the paper trades to get all these emeralds, and I think it totaled out to about 500,000 emeralds. So he's definitely put a lot of time and effort into doing even just this kind of smaller city, I guess you could say, on the side of the massive building he's already got in the center. And we'll see kind of a more cinematic view of it in the next clip of it. But I really wanted to go through this Emerald City and just show you guys how many emeralds it would take to do this. And this is all in survival Minecraft. So Emerald City wasn't the only thing he built. He also did a redstone, a lapis, a gold city, and then he did these incredible sky islands around the top of the base. And if you've ever tried to build one of these sky islands, you'd know it takes a lot of effort to do that, and then to build such an industrial looking thing on top. So it looks like this is still a work in progress world, and he's got a lot more to do in it. We are very excited to see what he builds next. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.